love cheese, but what if that creamy delight is quietly affecting your prostate, for better or worse? If you're a man over 50, prostate health matters more than ever. And something as simple as what you eat, like cheese, might have a bigger impact than you think. In this video, we'll break down the science behind cheese and its surprising effects on your prostate health. Some findings may shock you, others might save you. 1. What's in cheese and why it matters? Let's start with the basics. What exactly is in cheese that could affect your prostate? Cheese is rich in protein and calcium, both important nutrients. Especially as we age, these help keep our bones strong and muscles working well. But cheese also contains saturated fats. These are the kinds of fats that can lead to inflammation in the body. Now, why is inflammation important for your prostate? Because chronic inflammation has been linked to problems like prostate enlargement, BPH, and even an increased risk of cancer. Here's something else to think about. Most commercial cheeses come from milk produced on large farms, where cows may be treated with hormones and antibiotics. These substances can end up in the cheese, and over time, they might affect your body's own hormones. For men over 50, keeping hormones in balance is critical. For example, higher levels of estrogen and IGF-1, a growth hormone, have been associated with abnormal prostate cell growth. And some researchers believe dairy could play a role in raising those levels. So yes, cheese can give you calcium and flavor. But the wrong kind of cheese in high amounts might also increase inflammation and shift your hormones in the wrong direction. The takeaway? Be mindful. Not all cheese is created equal, and the quality and quantity matter. 2. What science says about dairy and prostate cancer? Many men wonder, does dairy increase the risk of prostate cancer? Let's look at what the research says. Harvard University, the Mayo Clinic, and other top institutions have looked into this. Several large studies suggest that high consumption of dairy, especially cheese, might slightly increase your prostate cancer risk. One reason could be calcium overload. Too much calcium can reduce the active form of vitamin D in your body, and vitamin D is important. It helps protect against uncontrolled cell growth, including in the prostate. Another factor is IGF-1, a hormone that can act like a fertilizer for prostate cells. Dairy, particularly milk and cheese, may increase levels of IGF-1 in the blood. But here's the tricky part. Not all studies agree. Some show a clear link, others don't. That's why it's important not to panic, but also not to ignore the signals. Think about it this way. Eating a slice of cheese now and then won't hurt you, but having 3 or 4 servings a day for years might gradually increase your risks, especially for men over 50 who already have a higher risk of prostate issues. It's smart to take a balanced approach. So, if you love cheese, focus on moderation and consider switching to varieties that are lower in fat and processed less. Your prostate may thank you. 3. Fermented versus processed cheese. Let's talk about different types of cheese, because not all cheeses are the same, and some could actually support your health. Fermented cheeses like aged cheddar, Gouda, or blue cheese go through a natural process that creates probiotics, beneficial bacteria. These good bacteria can support gut health, and a healthier gut has been linked to lower inflammation, even in the prostate. On the other hand, ultra-processed cheeses, like cheese slices or canned cheese spreads, often contain preservatives, colorants, and unhealthy fats. These additives can promote inflammation and might harm your hormonal balance. You've probably heard the saying, all disease begins in the gut. And while that's a bit of an exaggeration, there's growing evidence that a healthy gut helps regulate immune responses and hormones, both of which affect the prostate. So, if you're going to eat cheese, go for real aged, naturally made cheeses and limit or avoid the ultra-processed stuff. It's not just about flavor, it's about protecting your long-term health. 4. Portion size, frequency, and risk. How much cheese is too much? That's a key question. Research suggests that consuming more than 2.5 servings of dairy per day, especially full-fat dairy, could increase your risk for prostate issues. That's roughly 2 to 3 slices of cheese or one big chunk. But here's what matters more: your daily habits. If you eat cheese occasionally, as part of a balanced diet rich in vegetables, fiber, and healthy fats, the risk is likely small. For men over 50, a good rule of thumb is 1 small serving per day or less. Choose low-fat or fermented varieties when possible, and make sure you're getting plenty of anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, tomatoes, berries, and nuts. Remember, it's not about giving up cheese completely. It's about being intentional with your food choices. Ask yourself, is this food helping me stay strong and age well, or is it contributing to long-term problems? Small changes today can protect you tomorrow. 5. Smarter alternatives and prostate-friendly choices. Let's say you want the taste of cheese, but without the inflammation or hormone risk. Good news, there are options. Today, there are many plant-based cheese alternatives made from almonds, cashews, or soy. Some even have probiotics and fiber, which are great for gut and prostate health. Goat cheese is another option. It's easier to digest, contains less saturated fat, and may cause less inflammation than traditional cow's milk cheese. There's also nutritional yeast. It has a cheesy flavor, is rich in B vitamins, and is completely dairy-free. Many men over 50 find that using this on salads, popcorn, or cooked vegetables gives them the taste they want without the risks. When shopping, look for cheese options labeled organic, hormone-free, or fermented. These are generally safer bets. It's not about giving up everything you love. It's about making smarter swaps that support your prostate and your overall energy and well-being. So, is cheese good or bad for your prostate? The answer is, it depends. The type, amount, and frequency matter. And your overall diet and lifestyle make a big difference. The more informed you are, the better choices you can make. And small, steady changes, like choosing fermented cheese or trying a plant-based option, can protect your prostate for years to come. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button and share it with someone who loves cheese and their prostate. Stay healthy, stay sharp, and stay informed.